Russia and Ukraine both were parts of USSR before 1991. On 1st December 91, Ukraine declared its independence, and with this USSR disintegration started. USSR was a dominating superpower for more than 5 decades, and America was in tough competition with USSR for this dominance. There has been a Cold War between these two countries for becoming a superpower. USA and Russia are still trying to dominate the world. Although there has not been a war between these two nations, but America and Russia hate each other. America is a key member of NATO alliance. There is a treaty among NATO countries for helping each other even during a war. If a NATO country is engaged in a war, other NATO countries will help with military aid and fight together against that country. NATO alliance has a common military power that can be utilized in war against any country. Ukraine showed interest in joining NATO alliance in 2014 after a change in its security policy by current president. Russian President Putin was strictly against Ukraine joining NATO alliance because if this happens, NATO troops will be deployed on Russian-Ukrainian border and Russia will have no control over Ukraine. In 2014, there was a condition of unrest in Ukraine over this change in security policy. Two separatist groups were formed in Ukraine whose aim was let not Ukraine become part of NATO, and Russia was supporting these groups because Russian aim was also same. In 2014 riots among Ukrainian police and these separatist groups, Russia helped these groups by sending their troops to Ukraine. Hundreds of people and police officers were killed in these riots, and Ukraine declared these two separatist groups as terrorist groups. Russia was supporting these groups because even Russia don't want Ukraine to become a part of NATO. Second reason. Crimea is a disputed area in Black Sea. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea Peninsula in its territory and deployed Russian troops there. Russian troops took over Ukrainian base in Crimea. Ukraine uses Black Sea for interstate trades. After taking control over Crimea in 2017, Russia started building a bridge over this Kerch Strait, limiting the size of ships that can pass this strait. Ukraine filed a petition over this issue, but it was not resolved. In 2018, Russian troops captured Ukrainian boats and 24 Ukrainian soldiers were detained. More than 110 Ukrainian soldiers were killed in the conflict between Ukrainian government forces and Russian-backed separatist groups in 2019. In May 2019, the newly elected Ukrainian President Zelensky took office promising to end this conflict. In December 2019, Ukraine and Russia-backed separatists began swapping prisoners of war. Around 200 prisoners were exchanged on 29th December 2019. In March-April 2021, the Russian military moved large quantities of arms and equipment from western and central Russia to Crimea and along the Ukrainian border. Ukrainian President Zelensky spoke to American President Joe Biden and urged NATO members to speed up Ukraine's request for their membership. By the time, Russian troops were continued deployed along the border of Ukraine. On 26 November 21, President Zelensky accused Russia for backing a plan to overthrow his government. Russia has denied these accusations. On 2 January 2022, President Joe Biden spoke with President Zelensky and cleared that the United States and its allies and partners will respond decisively if Russia further invades Ukraine. On 24th February 22, Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered an invasion of Ukraine by Russian armed forces previously concentrated along the border. The invasion followed by a targeted airstrike of military buildings in the country as well as tanks entering via Belarus border. and the rest of the story everyone knows. Thanks for watching the video. Do hit the like and subscribe button if you found this video interesting.